Hey, what is going on, guys? Xpertfusion here, and today we will be reviewing Season 6, Episode 9, the mid-season finale of The Walking Dead for Season 6, which was titled Start to Finish. Now, I'm just going to go through something I did not like about this episode. I'm going to go to, other in-depth things later on in the video, but I just want to start off right off the bat, some problems I had this episode. A lot of problems, actually. Now, this episode, as a normal episode, was a great episode. I thought it was amazing as a normal episode. As a mid-season finale, it was garbage. Now, I don't like saying this because I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, and I don't like saying bad stuff about it, but I know why they did this. Of course, if you guys have already seen it, you know how they ended it with, Sam going, "Mom, Mom, Mom," right before the big iconic comic book scene where Carl gets his eyes shot out, which should have just happened at the end of the episode, but, they decided to make us wait till episode 9, which was complete and utter bullshit, because it's like, it's only pissing off the comic book fans. Like, the people who never read the comics, this episode might have been okay to them. They might be like, alright, they ended it there, and now pretty excited to see what's going to happen in episode 9, stuff like that. But the comic book fans, it's like, just do the scene in a mid-season finale. If we saw episode 8 to 9 back-to-back, like, without waiting 3 months, it would be a great episode, and I would be like, they'll both be great episodes, because I'm pretty excited. I mean, by the way, episode 9 is titled No Way Out, which is going to be awesome. That episode's going to be amazing, but the fact that they are making us now wait 3 months to see the iconic scene and see everything go down pisses me off. And mid-season finales, this is what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to solve and revolve everything that happened in that season so far. They're supposed to solve a good amount of it, so we don't have any questions left. We're just, curious as to what's going to happen next, because we don't know what's going to happen next. Cliffhangers are okay in, the middle of the season, but at a mid-season point, it's like, you can do a cliffhanger, but, like the season 3 mid-season finale, that was a good cliffhanger. I mean, they had more story to go for, but they're literally going to do one more episode. So what the fuck of No Way Out? So what the fuck is the point of, holding off on us? And it pisses me off, because it's really, anticlimactic, which is something they did in season 3 with the finale in season 3. They built up the season with the governor, getting excited for the Rick versus governor, the Rick's group versus governor group. We were all excited for it, and then season 3 we didn't get it, and we had to wait a whole nother year to get it. But of course they did expand the storyline, so that isn't as big of a deal. But if they did all that, and then season 4 episode 1, it was just the whole battle, and it was like too far gone, then that would have been complete and utter shit. And this is similar to what they're doing if they did that, but of course, they did it better. They expanded upon the storyline, did the whole sickness storyline, which I actually enjoyed. But the fact that they're just going to complete No Way Out in one episode anyways, it's anticlimactic, and it's just dumb. It's honestly dumb, and the reason why they're doing it is for a rating standpoint, because I know a lot of people will watch premieres. Premieres are like the ones that get the most ratings, and if they make the premieres really, really good, that'll give them more people to watch the show, you know what I mean? So it understands why they're doing that, but that doesn't mean they should make the mid-season finale shit. I mean, honestly, and there's a lot of things that just weren't solved in this episode. Like, for example, where the hell is Aaron and Eric? Where's Heath? Where's Spencer? Show those characters. I actually care about those characters. A lot of people say, we don't even care about those characters, but I do. I actually really want to know where they were, what they were doing. Where was Tobin? Like, where was half the other Alexandrians? We didn't even get to see one death from a random Alexandrian. I thought there was going to be a good 10 or 15 just random Alexandrians to get devoured by zombies, which I think would have been so cool to see, especially in a mid-season finale. But we only saw Deanna get bitten. She didn't even get devoured. She just got bitten. I mean, I think Deanna's death was the only really good thing about the episode. I think I liked how they did it, but it's just, we didn't see any other character deaths from random characters, which we should have. But it wasn't a mid-season finale worthy. Now, I know how to fix season 6. I have a great way to fix it, but of course, we're in the future now. There's no way you can fix the past, but this is just a perfect way to fix it. All they have to do is just remove episode 4. Episode 4 was complete and utter worthless. Now, that was an episode with Morgan's flashbacks. Looking back on it, I don't think that episode was worth it. Really, I don't think it was. I mean, it showed us what Morgan went through, but all what has to happen is we just needed a few flashbacks, maybe 5 minutes worth of flashbacks, and then I'll be fine. They could have just done that during a different episode, just have it in the beginning of the episode, we just see Morgan's flashbacks. So then what would happen is episode 5 would basically be episode 4. Episode 5 then would be episode 6, what happened with Daryl. So Episode 4 would be, Alexandria, where Aaron and Maggie were in the sewers. That episode. Episode 5 would be what happened with Daryl, Abraham, and Sasha on the road with Dwight and all that. Episode 6 would be Heads Up, which was when Glenn returned, all that. Episode 7 would be this episode, and it would have been a great episode 7 if it was episode 7. And then it would be great, amazing build-up for the mid-season finale, which would be called No Way Out, which is now going to be the premiere. And it would have been freaking insane. It would have started off with Carl getting his eyes shot out, and then just Rick going crazy and just murdering walkers and all this craziness happening. And then it would end on a huge cliffhanger that's not a bad cliffhanger, because what a cliffhanger should do, what I said before, is kind of introduce what's going to come next. What they could have done was, of course, the scene, after credit scene, could have instead been at the end of episode 8, and they could have also even showed Jesus maybe in like the mountains or something, just looking off at Alexandria or something like that. I think that would have been epic, and then episode 9 would start a whole new storyline instead of doing this bullshit where they're just expanding it to a whole another part of the season. But honestly, that Morgan episode did ruin a lot of the season for me, and it's weird how one episode can change your whole thought on the season. I think if the episode was, took it out and they did what I said, it would have been one of the best first halves of seasons ever. But the way they did it was shit, man. I'd rather have one amazing episode than 2 okay episodes, and I do think episode 9 will be great, but I'd rather have a great episode to be a mid-season finale. Now, they did it amazingly in season 4. They did it absolutely amazing in season 4, where they ended it in the mid-season finale with the whole Herschel thing. That was great. Then season 4 finale, a lot of people would say that cliffhanger was similar to this one, but it wasn't. Honestly, it wasn't. It was introducing a new storyline. We weren't into the Hunters beforehand. We didn't have build-up to the Hunters. We didn't even know the Hunters existed till episode 16. Yes, we got all the Terminus stuff. We got all that build up. And then we got actually a decent showdown in season 4, episode 16. We got a decent kind of showdown type thing, with the Rick's group being all scared from the Terminus people. And then we had a great 3 episodes after that. But this is just different because it was right before an iconic comic book scene, and it just didn't fit well. It's just they really ruined the mid-season finale for me because of this cliffhanger. The ending is just whatever. I'm gonna be very excited when it comes back. Of course, I don't think I can wait a whole 3 months, but it just has to happen. But hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video, the review. It was a bad review. I know. I really said a lot about stuff about the show, but otherwise, it was a good episode. I liked how they did the Deanna death. I like how they did the Morgan and Carol scene was alright. I mean, it was kind of rushed, but whatever. It was alright in the time. I'm going to watch it again to see exactly how I enjoyed it. But other than that, it was a alright episode. I wish they showed more characters and stuff like that. They didn't show enough. But whatever. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And season 6, episode 9 will basically be like a finale worthy. I guarantee you it will be. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys on my next one. Peace out.